What's going on, guys? Thanks for coming back to the channel. So I want to talk about something today that I think could be pretty interesting. Now, disclaimer, I have no evidence, no confirmation that this is what Ford Motor Company's up to. Okay, this is just my opinion. It's just an observation, basically. But I've seen this happen before, so that's why I think this is interesting. So let's get right into it. If you look at the 2025 Mustang order guide, you probably have noticed that the 10-speed automatic transmission is now a no-charge option. So forever, you had to pay $1,600, I think it was, if you wanted to go from the MT82 manual transmission to the 6R80, or since 2018, it's been the 10R80, 10-speed automatic transmission. You want an automatic, you got to pay a bunch of money for it. Well, for 2025, that's changing. If you look at the order guide, like I just said, it is now listed as a no-charge option, which is very interesting. The other thing you notice is that the base price of the GT has gone up. So we kind of expected that prices were going to go up, and they did. Now, the EcoBoost, on the other hand, stayed the same because the EcoBoost already has the automatic by default, which is another interesting part to this. So if you think about this, why would Ford take the automatic transmission on the Mustang, which has been an option, a at-charge option, a very expensive option actually for forever, and all of a sudden make it a no-charge option? And then they bump up the base price of the car to absorb that. Well, here's what I think. I think that it's possible that the MT82 manual transmission could be on its way out. Its days could be numbered. Ford has a lot of reasons why they would do that. From a business standpoint, basically. The MT82, ever since it came out back in 2011, it's been problematic. Guys have had trouble with it. Ford tweaked it a little bit when the 2015 car came out, the S550 car, but people still had trouble with them. I think they tweaked it a little bit more for this new S650 car, but fact of the matter is the MT82 has just been problematic for Ford. They've had a ton of warranty claims on that thing. I mean, this car is a 2013. It had thousands of dollars worth of transmission work done on it last year just to make the MT82 shift the way that it should have from the factory. And actually, I mean, it's filthy. You can see the gravel dust all over it. I need to wash it. Another story. But this car just came back from the transmission shop again today. What can I say? The MT82 just has not proven to be the best transmission. If Ford got rid of it, it would save them a ton of warranty claims. Number two, emissions. Everybody knows the emissions rules are getting more and more and more strict all the time. The way that it all works, basically what it boils down to is manual transmission cars make it more difficult in certification. So when these automakers go to certify these cars with the EPA, it's just more difficult to hit those targets when you've got a manual transmission in the car. If you've got an automatic in the car, then they can program the car to do what they want. They have more control over the emissions coming out of the tailpipe. Manual transmission, obviously you have control. So from the emissions standpoint of it, it would be better to just go straight automatic. So I don't know. I could be completely wrong about this, but I just think it's really interesting that they're making the automatic a no-charge option. I think what they're up to is they're weaning people into these new base prices because that's the way it's going to end up being, maybe 2026 or 2027. It could be that the GT cars, the new GT cars, only come in automatic. The EcoBoost, like I said, is already that way. GT, probably going to end up that way. I think they would probably still keep the stick shift around for the special editions, the Dark Horse, or maybe if they do another, I don't know, another Mach 1, or you know how they are. They do special editions from time to time. Maybe those upper trim level cars will still get the manual because they use a Tremec manual transmission. But the MT82 very well could be on its way out. And I think this is an indicator of very interesting things to come. Like I said, I could be totally wrong about this, and I kind of hope that I am, because I believe options are good, but it's just really weird to me that they would do this right now. So what do you guys think about it? Post some comments below, let me know. Here's a look at the order guide for those of you who haven't seen it. You can see right there, no charge option for the automatic. I don't know, I just think it's interesting. What do you think? In other news, I've been working on trying to get the factory shift knob, whatever you want to call it, installed again, and I ran into some difficulty. So basically, I bought this MGW shifter last year when I had the transmission rebuilt. I got the standard shifter, but I bought the low profile handle. I thought that would be enough to let me use the stock shift knob because I actually really like the stock one. Where did it go? So this is the one that was in the car. It's just your typical cue ball. And I mean, it's okay. You know, I don't hate it. But I just really like the factory one. And seems like I lost it. Here it is. So here's the factory one that comes or came in these cars. And you can see how it's rubberized on the sides and on the front and on the back. It's got that rubber coating. And the way that it's shaped, it's just not really a pistol grip, but I mean, you can just grip the thing really nice. I guess it would go like this. So it's just, I don't know, it just feels better in the hand. So I just kind of like this shift knob. And I'm kind of an old-fashioned guy too. You know, I like stuff to be kind of factory and stock, you know. So anyway, problem is you can see how tall this is. And with the MGW short handle, basically this thing bottoms out before the threads will take hold. So, you know, you stick this down on there and it'll just spin, you know. So you can't get the threads to take. So what you have to do is you have to get the standard length handle, which is just a little bit taller, and then the factory one will thread on. So originally I thought that's what I had ordered. I guess I didn't know what I was doing. So tomorrow I've got to call MGW and order a standard handle. And I think I can just swap it out right here from the top side without having to get underneath the car or anything. Should be fairly straightforward to do. So that'll let me get this stock knob reinstalled. And then we'll be ready for car shows because it is August, almost September, and the biggest car shows of the year are almost here. We got LS Fest East coming up in Bowling Green. Then you've got the NMRA World Finals a couple of weeks later. Big show coming up this weekend in Somerset, Kentucky. So, you know, I got to get this stuff installed. And, man, I've had this Mustang for like, what, 18 months now? And in the 18 months that I've had it, it has spent 8 months in a shop of some kind. I went to the transmission shop, and then it went to the body shop, and then it went back to the transmission shop. It's just one thing after another. So I really got to get this done. I would really like to just drive the car and have fun with it. But anyway, I'm going to get back to work on this, do a couple little things here, and then call them tomorrow. But that's all I got for now, fellas. We will talk to you later. Thanks for watching.